Welcome back. If you've been here before, if you're new, welcome. My name is Dion. This is Sugar Cookie Chapstick, scented and flavored. This is going to be almost a full get ready with me. I did my brows and lower lash line. I have on NYX Retractable Eyeliner in gray. This is a new one because I used up the other one. And on my upper and lower inner rims is MAC Color Excess Glide or Dye. So, yeah, we're using the last 4 shades in the... Why am I acting like I don't know what I'm using? Because it's new. The Notoriously Morbid Unearthly Aura palette. I'm excited to do that. This is my face. So when I was saying how I have hives on my face, this one comes all the way down to here. This, and you see these marks and this rash on my chin, y'all, and there's redness over here. In some places they're clearing up, but hives sometimes don't always stay in the same place. And in the previous video, I think I showed you some like on my chest. And anyway, let's get to it because this is going to be a pretty long video. There will be timestamps. I would love it if you stay through to the end, but I do understand if you need to skip. And so that's why I put timestamps, because I am time conscious and I know my videos be long. So we're using the Fenty primer. I finished up the travel size foundation. And so we're going to use the full size. I wear shade 335. We're going to put that 2 pumps directly on top of the primer. Let me know if you like it ready with me, or are you like, girl, just do the look. We're using our Ulta, excuse me. I should have did the intro. There's an organism that lives in my throat, and so I randomly like gurgle and belch, and I do always say excuse me and hiccup sometimes. So that's what that was. I am really liking this brush so much that I do, and the one from Sigma. I do want to get more of these, but in the meantime, I think I'll just get one more of the Ulta one, because of course the Ulta one is a whole lot cheaper. This one's $25. The Ulta one is cheaper, and then Ulta, you know, always has sales, and this is the Ulta brand. But I love the shape of this, and I realized yesterday when I did a look, I used the Real Techniques one, which I love for foundation too, but I miss this shape because, I'll show you why. Because it does come right up under here, and when I'm doing my brows, I can turn it this way and use the top edge, and I can get around my nose. And so I realized using the Sigma one that I really do miss this shape. And so I really think, y'all, this redness is here. And so I do think I may get one more e.l.f. one during a sale or a coupon. And when Sigma has another sale, more than, you know, the 15% off or whatever, I will get more of, at least one more of that. And this is the powder brush, but it works. I love it for foundation. This is the number F08. So I do really like that one. So we're going to put this all over, and for some reason it seems like it's not enough. There's just a little bit left on here, so we're going to scrape to do the chin area and around my nose. Under the nose is usually red, and I do have 2 different creams for that, because one cream is for one reason and the other cream is for another reason. So if one doesn't work, I switch to the other one, and then that one will work. So it's the toss-up on why it's red that time. So this is why I like using the tip of this, because I can do like that, whereas with the rounded brush, the domed one, I can't. We are going to put on concealer. I'm going to take some more. That was everything, and we scraped. I'm going to take a little bit more so we can cover that up right there, hopefully. So just a little dot on the palette, just cleaning off the nozzle. I'm trying to clean off the nozzle and it's not working, so I'm going to wipe it on my cloth down here, and I will finish doing that later because we got stuff to do. Did I tell you I'm going out? So this is to get ready with me. I'm really going somewhere. I just tapped in the tip of the brush, and there's no way I would be able to do this with the rounded one. This is my outdoor shirt. I'm co-hosting an event tonight, and my goal is to be out the door in an hour because I need to go past my big sister's house, one of my chosen family sisters, to go drop off something and pick up something. And to get to her is an hour and 25 minutes. And then I backtrack 20 minutes to get to the playhouse. And so it's going to be a long day. I hope to be back home by, the event ends at 2. I hope to be back home by 3:30 in the morning. So this face is going to be on. Was I going to do concealer? I don't think I want to put on concealer today. I don't mind some discoloration showing through under my eyes because I have discoloration. And that foundation today did a good job, I think, of covering the redness on my nose. And let's put on concealer. Because I'm looking at my mustache area. And when I say that, what I mean is like this area right here is darker. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do concealer. So this makeup will be on a good 12 hours? 10 hours? So it's like 3:30 now. 12 hours. And I hope to be home by 3:30. So this is the part, my mustache area, that looks a little dark. And then let's just do the redness under the nose, even though it's really not that red today. I skimped on skincare last night. Well, this morning before I went to bed. Because I realized that when I'm sleepy, and I'm like, oh, I'm sleepy, let me go to bed. But then I look in the mirror and like, damn, I still got my makeup on. So then I take my makeup off. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and wash my brushes that I used that day. And, you know, I'll do that, do my skincare and get into bed, and then I can't sleep. And so yesterday I said, you know what? Because I knew I needed to get up today. I had my alarm set for 12:30. And y'all know I usually don't get up till like the evening. And so it was like around 4 o'clock. Actually, it was around 2 a.m. And I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and wash my face. And so I washed my face, removed my makeup, washed my face. Then I look just a little bit better. I like this. Oh my gosh. That was the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Spray Concealer. The shade is 4N. The shade is 4N. And so when I got sleepy, I said, I'm just going to get in bed. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to get in bed. And so I was in bed by 4:30. Fashion Fair said it loose powder. The shade I wear is Truly Tawny. And so I did my normal, you know, hour and a half wake ups. But I did feel somewhat rested when I got up. But I'm sleepy again already. Who else? When you wake up, you may feel somewhat well rested, but then within like 20 or 30 minutes, it's like, okay, I need a nap. And so I took a long hot shower. Then what did I do? And because I take hot showers, of course I was sweaty. So I'm like, okay. I drank some more Bold House Farms. I drank some when I first got up and had some water. So after my shower, I drank some more Bold House Farms and I just laid out on the sofa and I was watching some YouTube videos. And I set my alarm for 3:30 because this was like about 2:40. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm leaving at 3:30, hopefully it won't take too long to do my face. But I didn't go to sleep though, but I did just lay there and rest. And I did not fall asleep. I got up at like 3:25, did my skincare. No, because it's like 3:30 now. 3:15, did my skincare. And now we're here. I don't know what pants I'm wearing, either blue jeans or black jeans. The weather is crazy, y'all. It'll be warm during the day and then down to like the 40s at night. I'm just like, what is happening in the world? I have powder on my shirt, so we're just going to do one of these. And we're going to my 2 House Labs bronzers. This is Deep Level 10. You've seen it a lot of times because these are my only 2 bronzers aside from the Sigma one that Grace sent me. So this is this one. And we're going to use the tip of the brush, come back here behind my ear, well, in front of my ear. And we're going to use the tip of the brush and come along the jawline. Excuse me. I had a hiccup there. And we're going to use the tip of the brush to come along the forehead. So it's there, not there. So it's not any here, but you see a hint of it here. And the undertones of this, I think, are backwards. Because this is described as deep neutral undertones, but it looks rosy on me. And so even here, like, it's not bronze. And so we're going to put, and granted, I do have redness on my face from the hives, but the foundation did do a good job of covering that up. So you see what I'm saying? It looks rosy, right? But I do really like it. So we're going to put that down. I'm running out of space already. This is medium level 7. We're going to use the same brush. This is described as medium to medium deep, warm, rosy undertones. No, the undertones are backwards. This one to me does bronze. You see that? And I do only just put a little bit because I like the gradient between 7 and 10. But yeah, they messed up the undertones. You know, it's like that palette, how they had the shade names. Everything was just mixed up. But I am glad that I was able to fit that into the video. And today is Saturday the 27th. The video of the 2 looks will air tonight. And I did, you know, put in there the names and the descriptions of the shadows, just in case you really wanted to know, because it was really bothering me. I was like, what the heck is this? We're going to pick a blush at random. The only thing we're picking Biscuits Haze at random for Haus Labs is the newer ones are in a smaller container, so they don't sit with these that are in this component. So I have to intentionally pick one of those. And between those 2, I can do random, just don't look, because they have the colors on the front of the packaging. And so that's another thing. It's like, if I say I'm going to pick one at random, it's never one of the newer ones because they're smaller and they're not with these. But first world problems, right? But I do really like these. And I think one of the videos for one of the looks, I think it was the second look, I think I did use one of the Haus Labs one. I'll know when I look at the flat lay that I did. Let me know your thoughts on that new palette, the picking a highlighter at random. Golden Pyrite. I've been wanting to pick Fire Opal, but then at random is at random, right? So get what you get. And I do want to get 2 more of the Haus Labs highlighters. And I'm like, what is happening to me? But, you know, and the reason is, and it may sound silly, I was chatting with a friend, and we were saying that we think eventually they're going to reduce the size of the bronzers and the blushes. This is a brush that had Fashion Fair on it. And I'm like, but I like the larger packaging. And so I really do believe that's why I do want to go ahead and get 2 of the highlighters now, just in case they do decide to change the packaging. We're going to spray the face with Scandinavia. It's not Scandinavia. It's not Scandinavia. This is the bridal spray, the finishing spray. So that is really why I want to get one. And it may sound foolish, but for the price though, and for the quantity, and if I'm going to rotate that with the other 3 highlighters, it will get used. All right, so we're going to prime the eye. Oh man, I have a lip pulled out. I have an eyeliner pulled out, and it's going to look funky, but funky in a good way. So while I'm priming the eye, I'm going to do the intro. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self, not feeling like you need to be someone or something that you're not. Like, let your authentic personality shine through. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standard. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. The bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. That's what we stand for here. I do curse sometimes in videos because I curse sometimes, period. I told you about the organism in my throat. So that is the intro. There was a time when I stopped saying it because I'm like, I'm saying it every video and it's redundant, I felt. But some people were like, I miss your intro. That's like my daily affirmation. And there's some people who, they listen to me on their way to work. Some people, they watch my videos or run my videos while they're doing their own makeup in the mornings, because most of my videos, I have been experimenting with different times of upload. But then I think about my troll kin who watches me in the morning as they're doing their makeup. So it's sort of like our little private time, even though my video is public. But so yeah, so people were telling me like they missed it, and I was like, so So I started doing it again. So this is the palette. I have it sitting open over here because it still smells like glue a little bit. So I was kind of letting it air out. And so the shades that we still need to use is this one here, which is Extraterrestrial Emerald Green Base with Shifting Green Sparkles. This one here, Intergalactic Planetary, a Bronzy Gold with Copper Green Shift. This one here, Nebula, a dark wine base with a blue, violet, red, orange shift. And this one, Dark Matter, a cool base, a cool gray base with metallic pink flakes. This is all we need to use. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm excited, y'all. Like, we ran through this palette. So we're going to take this one first, and you can see this. I love how dark these look, but we'll see how they translate on the lid. I don't think this one's going to show up too much. Intergalactic Planetary, Bronzy Gold with Copper Green Shift. So, and this is more like what you should do. Well, what people say you should, because using multi-chromes and dual chromes. This one is flaky in the pan. Can you see that? I swiped the brush in it a few times because to see the shifts, it does need to be a wider area than like a shade here, a shade here, a shade there, and a shade there, which is what I did in the first 2 looks. But we are going to roll back around to this palette, and I am thinking to put some of these lighter shades over a base just to see a shadow base, like a MAC paint pot, the black one, which is Black Mirror, or even Dip Down Fluid Line, which is a brown. And I have a lot of gel potted eyeliners in multiple colors. And so we're going to experiment and just see if that pulls out a different shift from what shows up on its own just over this primer, which for me is a tacky primer. And the Fenty primer does say Invisipink, so it does have a tint to it, but it's not like a shadow base where it's like a definitive color. You know what I'm saying? Because the Invisipink you can barely see on my complexion. I do have some minor flakes. You know what? I forgot to put on the Hourglass Radiant Light. I think we'll do that at the end, even though we did spray the face. I see like 3 little specks here, a couple here and here, but it's not bad. Excuse me, it's not bad at all. So now we're going to take Extraterrestrial, this shade up here, Emerald Green Base with Shifting Green Sparkles. I am excited for this shade. This is not, oh, it is tapping off, but it's not, it didn't chunk up how you see the flakes in this one. This one did not do that. I'm thinking we should put Dark Matter here and put this green here, but this is going to be funky. And also tonight's theme for the event I'm co-hosting is an alien theme. So here I am using Unearthly Aura. I feel like I'm yelling. This surprised me, and that went up like way high. Oh my gosh, that's what that blue did. When I placed it, it was just, whew. I like the texture of this one. It's not flaky. Is this going to move? We're going to, oh, okay, let's just go back and forth, which I don't really want to do because it might cause that first shade to flake and fall out. This is what that blue did. It is not moving. I mean, it is, but I don't want to be like too rough with it. So we're going to the gold and pulling over with the green that's on the brush because we're trying to get a blend. This side, oh my gosh, that green. Y'all know, excuse me for squealing like a little pig. So we're just trying to move the shadow. I love this, y'all. And it did blend. Wow. We're going to take the brush with the gold intergalactic. I'm excited. Intergalactic Planetary. We're not adding. So we're just sweeping over like whatever particles are left in the brush. So this is just to get the blend without going back and forth because I don't want to encourage fallout. And this is working. Yo, this side is up higher than that side. That green. This is the brush that had the green. I think that did it. Ooh. I think I'm just like swiping one time. Oh my gosh. And we're going to tap. And I'm tapping lightly, y'all. I don't need none over here. Oh my gosh. This is making me think of Bog Witch. That bottom row, that might look nice with this. I want to pull it out and show you, but this video already going to be long. Ooh, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. These shades right here. Well, maybe not, but yeah. The bottom row, these greens right here in Bog Witch. For Bog Witch, like this, because this is really deep. And this, that would look nice with these two shades I have on my lid right now. I'm gonna have to remember this for another time. Thank you for indulging me, switching over to something else. But I am just like super excited, like this green. And this is a learning experience. This is my first time using this. And so we are blending this out. This side still looks a little higher. It's like a peak right here. But then my eye shapes are different and my brows are on different continents today. This could be the look. Like if I were to talk this shade halfway and then put the green on the other half, that could be your look. And I don't see any additional fallout. Now we're going to take Nebula, this shade. I'm trying to think, and I think this is the one that didn't want to show up to the party, I think. But this is Nebula, and we're going to put this in the outer corner, a dark wine base with blue, violet, red, orange shift. I don't remember, I think it was the one above it that didn't want to show up to the party. I think this one is, I don't know, let's see. This one is the same texture as this one, because you can see where it's trying to flake up, where this green was like the blue, like it was no flakes. And even though it's shimmery, I would use it as a matte because of the way it blends out. And actually, let me go back to it, because how it blends out, it almost looks like it can be used as a matte. To me, it looks like that, but I like how this way it looks brown on the edges, but then when you turn, it's all green. All right, let's go back to Nebula. I'm excited, y'all. Thank you for being here with me. This one is chunky and is flaking in the pan. So that's what it looks like there. And this is what it's looking like in the pan, which is like this one. So we're going to tap off and we're going to press. So this is a different texture. This is the same texture as the inner shade that we put. And so this is what I was saying when I was saying I should have probably put this one on the center of the lid, because it is flaking, and there's a flake right there. It's flaking, but you can press it back down. Like it's not flaking like it's flaking off anywhere. But yeah, I do think this is the one that didn't really want to show up for the party. So I'm having to put some work in. I'm excited for this look though. We're going to blend right here. Once you get the flake on, it does smear out, smudge out, blend out, however you want to say it. Oh, that's pretty. I'm just like, because I felt like I was complaining, and then I'm like, oh, that's pretty. It's like, you gotta coax it to come out to play, but when it does, all right, let's do the other side and then come back, because I'm not sure about that shape, how it's just sloped, and this side will probably come out rounded, and so we're going to have to come back and fix it. It feels like my voice is kind of deep. I am still dealing with some minor congestion. It's a whole lot better. I use my inhaler when I need to, which maybe is like twice a day, and it's usually in the evenings, and I don't know why. When I notice I'm having trouble breathing. And so I don't know why. I'm trying to get it on a brush. It's not. So y'all saw how that green picked up and even how that first shade picked up. But this one, yeah, it's not. So I am pressing kind of hard. And it's not even falling out on my face. I can smell this palette. So it's just getting it. So I am wiggling it. And I am tapping off, but nothing's really even tapping off. So it is staying in the brush, which is good, because then I can just press it. And you see it is showing up though, but you gotta just kind of give it some time. Just manhandle it. Wiggle the brush in, tap off, and just press. And just let it do what it do. Oh, and it's doing what it do. I was watching Quigley Blvd today, and I love her intro. She's like, what it do, y'all? Oh man, hers is a good channel to watch. I may have something coming. I think we have something coming up and I'm excited about it. But so I'm gonna just leave that there. So you see how the shapes are different, right? That one, these, and they blend together because it looks like it could be one multi-chrome. Y'all, this palette, I will say be prepared because I feel like I'm yelling. Because some of these are textured. Once you dig in it, it's textured. But it's not a lot of fallout. So this is more rounded. I think, you know what? I think too is the way I did my brows. So we're just going to tap right here, which I don't know. Yeah, so we're just going to leave it like this. We're using the tip of the brush just to blend. And this is going to be it. Troll. Excuse me. I think that was my loudest hiccup in a while. Wow. So we're just using the tip of the brush just to blend. We're not coming all the way over. Oh man, I like this. I like this. We have one more shade to do, y'all, and we will have used every shade in this palette. I'm gonna pull out Radiant Light now before I forget again, because usually I do that after bronzer, blush, and highlighter. And I'm fiddling here with a piece of hair that's stuck in my cloth, which I could have did later. So the last shade in the palette to use is Dark Matter. This one right here. A cool gray base with metallic pink flakes. And that's why I put a gray underneath. But this looks good the way it is though. But I almost poked myself in the eye. This one, I remember something about it. Let's see. And I can't tell, oh, there it is. In person, I can't tell because the bristles are black and this is a dark shadow. So I am just going back and forth, and I picked this brush so that I can just press. I'm scared to slide it across like I'm doing. Ooh! Because I don't want it to like flake up into my eye. Oh, that's nice. I am scared though, because if my eyes start to tear, it's a wrap. This side, I'm not. That showed up, and I do believe it's the density of this brush. This is a nice shade. This is a nice shade. So we're going to just press over here because I am really scared. That it's going to flake up into my eye, because this would hurt because of the flakes that's in it. Yeah, flakes, metallic pink flakes. So we're going to, I think I'm going to switch the eyeliner I was going to use for my upper lash line. Ooh, this looks jagged right here. I was going to use Terrible Vision only because I haven't used it in a while, but that would be way too much for this. I'm just tapping in. I'm going to use Fortune. I really like that eyeliner because it's a green, but it's very dark, almost black. And so you see I'm just pressing along. This right here is down further than the other side, and I don't want to keep messing with it. So we're just bringing this down a little bit further. This is a nice shade. I want to say this is my favorite look, and I think because it's the most simple one, and you can see more of the colors because I don't have 4 on the lid this time. I have 3. Let me get that brush back because I'm looking at this here, and I'm looking at this right here. So we're just going to press. I'm not liking how this is dipping down. And you guys are like, what are you talking about? Ignore me. I'm excited. I am excited. So what we're going to do right now. So that's all the shades in the palette, y'all. We've used every shade in here. And that's my goal when I get a palette, is to use every shade in the palette. And I've heard some people say, you know, they don't just put on shades to put on shades. But I can say I do like the looks that I've been doing with this. Oh, something got in this eye. It's already starting to tear. So we're going to take Radiant Light, because it does add radiance, and because this adds luminosity, it does camouflage the sparkles from the fallout. So now we're just going haphazard because we are going to put this all over. And, excuse me, we are going to do, we are going to spray the face again. I hope this eye stops tearing. I don't think it's coming down yet, but it feels like it really wants to. And it is just a little bit. So I hope it stops like real soon, because I got to go. And and what? We're gonna close that up. I don't know what I was gonna say. So spray the face again. So I don't know if I showed you Terrible Vision already, but that's what that looks like. This I think would be kind of alien too, for real. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do, no, because I don't want to punk out this look, and that would give it a punk element. So we're going to use Fortune. I know, it's a little boring. You know what? We're going to do Terrible Vision. Fuck it. Let's just do it. And so that can go there. I got a stack of stuff over here for the flat lay. So we're going to put, I haven't used this in a while. And when I saw this, the first time I seen it, I'm like, I know I'm getting it. And you know what? I don't even use it that often. I really don't. And so I don't know why, because y'all know I like to punk out a look with a liner on my upper lash line. Oh, this is nice. Oh, okay. So when you think to do something and then you second guess it, sometimes just go with what you say the first time. And I'm saying sometimes, because sometimes I switch it and I'm like, yeah, it was a good choice. That's nice. Oh, doing the damn thing. This is nice. So this does add just like a pop of, that's nice. Because it's unexpected. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a black or a brown or Fortune, which is a green, but it looks like a blackened green. And that would have been safe, and it would have just blended in. You can tell me this ain't nice. I'm going to say you're delusional. So just do things, y'all. We're going to come out not far, because I don't want to mess up my wings. Janessa, I think I'm doing better with my wings. We had a goal this year to perfect our wings. But I do have to like settle myself a little bit. We're going to leave that. See that? See, y'all? Just try new things. Try a different color eyeliner. And it doesn't have to be something like this. If you usually do black, try like another dark color. Like how Fortune is a dark green, but it almost shows up black. Like something like that, just to ease into doing something other than a black. If you want to experiment with different color eyeliners for your upper lash line. Because you got to admit, it is nice. It's unexpected and it's nice. And it does add to the look without, in my opinion, being too much. You know what I mean? That is so much thicker than this side. Damn it. Ah, that's nice though. Shit, so what do I need to do? Make the top thicker. It's still not as thick, but, and I liked how this one was before, but then, you know, if you want it to look somewhat even, which it doesn't really matter. You know why? When you look straight, they can't see both of them. But when you turn, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And this side, that gray on the bottom comes down a little bit further. So I'm going to take that brush again and go back into that gray, which was dark matter. Let me look on my paper. Yeah, this one. Yeah, and we're just going to make this a little bit thicker. Okay. Y'all can't tell me this looking nice. I'm excited about this palette. And it's like the more I use it, and I like having this on the inside with the shadow names and the descriptions on it. So then I can tell you the name and the shadow descriptions. We're going to do a simple lip, y'all. I know, who am I? From MAC Cosmetics. Okay, wait. Maleficent. Because I'm going to be eating and drinking. And actually, I'm going to pick up something to eat on the way. So while I'm driving, I'm going to be eating. And so I don't want to worry too much about the lip. And this is something I can just put on. And we're going to put it right on top of the chapstick. This is lip gloss from MAC Cosmetics. And so it's there. But it's not anything like, wow. Now, would I have loved to do a black lip with this? Hell yeah. But then I would have to think about it. Like after I eat or drink, like, how is my lipstick looking? And then I thought about that Atomic Shaker from House Labs, because that doesn't budge. But one is my perfect nude and one is red. So I'm like, no, we're not doing the red. And I realized with Ruby Shine, the red one is described as a blue red. So I realized that's the kind of red that I like. Because other reds I've had, I'm just like, I didn't care for it too much. Because for a while I thought, wow, this is pretty. For a while I thought I needed an orange red. Not needed, but look better in an orange red. You know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm thinking of trying to put the lipstick that came with this collection on top of this. Because it's almost the same color. If I put this on, y'all, you know, let me take it out of my Sephora bag. If you know, you know. Because this is the base color of it. We're going to try this again, y'all. I don't know if it's going to stay. Stay on my lips? No. Because it looks patchy. Before I leave home, I'm going to wipe all this off. And just put the lip gloss back on. And even yesterday, the swatch video, after that, I took a picture of my lips. It was just patchy as hell. That ain't cute. No. This is going to come off. This ain't it. This is not it. So it's back in my Sephora bag. And look at this. I'm going to take some more of this, the lip gloss. Even though this is all coming off, I want it to look decent for pictures. That lipstick ain't it. And this side is looking darker. All right, let me just stop messing with it. I says I keep messing with it. Let me know while I'm doing this what you think of this look. The eye look. This lip ain't it. That lipstick ain't it. I did take the other ones out of my cart. I think I left a gold one in there, but then I'm like, So I'm going to take that lip gloss with me. The lip gloss. This is not, something ain't looking right over here. This is I'm seeing like dark patches. And I know it's from that lipstick. That lipstick ain't it. So I'm just tapping to me where it looks darker. Just to even it out. So this is the look. Let's do our pictures. Let me fix my outdoor shirt. We're going to take our pictures. And we're going to take our screenshot. Turn my rings. This is my doctorate ring. This is my master's ring. This one always went. I think I'm losing weight because my rings keep turning and moving. Thank you for being here for that. Y'all, so we did this entire look minus brows and pencil gel liner in 40 minutes. Thank you for being here. Is it the fuck? I got that shit on this. That ain't it. That is not it. Sorry, Notoriously Morbid. watch the video and you'll understand Notoriously Morbid if you're watching me. So we're going to go, y'all. Thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts on this palette. You have seen the first 2 looks in one video, heard the shade names, the shadow descriptions. You saw the swatch party. You heard my thoughts on that lipstick that's in my, I keep saying Sephora bag, my MAC bag, but it's the same concept. So if you know, you know. Sometimes it's an Ulta one that's over there. So let me know what you're thinking of those first 2 looks. Let me know what you're thinking of this look. I'm loving it. I'm glad we went with Terrible Vision. I'm digging it. Yeah, and I know it matches my shirt. I don't match my makeup to my clothes intentionally, and actually I really don't like to. I really don't. But yes, we are matching today. So I'm about to be out the door in 20 minutes. Thank you for being here. Let me know your thoughts on these products. And as always, oh, my stomach just was like, girl, feed me. Lots of information down below always. My code is below, 15% off for Notoriously Morbid, which is great because most brands only give 10. So that and other information is down below. If you're interested in joining, I would love to have you become an official troll Ken. And that'll be it for this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon. Hey, y'all. Look at my face. Ignore the rash, the hives. Look at my face. Look at this eyeshadow. This face is almost 12 hours old. It was 2:45 in the morning. I started this look, I think, around 3:20-ish Saturday. It's 2:45 Sunday morning. Look at my face. There were times when I was sweaty. Can you tell? So is it the products? It has to be the products, right? And I did use the Scandinavia finishing spray, but still 12 hours old. And the shadow, no cracks, no creases, no fading, no fallout under here, nothing. I did forget to put on mascara, and I took it with me, didn't reapply. I did take the lip with me, didn't reapply. But y'all, these products are slamming. I'll see y'all later. Thanks.